There are less than 2 weeks of postseason soccer left for UIL schools, while the private schools wrapped up their season last month. In TAPS, the Grapevine Faith Christian girls won the Division II state championship. It's their third title in a row, fourth in the last 5 years. And we're happy to have head coach Cat Meyer here to talk about it this evening. Coach, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
It's our pleasure. First off, as we just mentioned, 3 titles in a row, 4 in the last 5 years. How did this win compare to the other 3?
It is sweeter because you hear teams about winning it 1 year. You hear about winning them a second year, and it's really hard to do it a second year, let alone you hear about winning them 3 times in a row. And with this senior class, they were part of the crew back as a freshman who did not win their freshman year as the state champions. And they carried that all the way through the first state championship in 2019, through the second one in 2020, and they weren't going to let COVID take away this chance of winning the state championship. So they pushed through, and it is sweeter because it's 3 in a row, and our target just kept growing and kept growing and kept growing. And I'm really impressed in what the senior class did, let alone what the juniors, the sophomores, and the freshmen jumped on board with them and said, hey, we're going to take this third one, and we're going to make sure it's completed in the right way.
Yeah, the three-peat is always exciting. Plus, you know, with a year like this with COVID, I mean, it's just got to be a relief to make it through the season, much less winning the title. So, yeah, that's great for y'all. You know, senior Annie Severide had 4 goals in y'all's big win. A couple of other seniors, Kathleen Kunkel and Macy Naughton, chipped in with a goal apiece. What has it meant to have that kind of senior talent on the team?
They've played together for many years, but it comes down to their heart. When they attack and they want to score, when they see someone else open with a better shot, they will hand it off to them so they can finish. But they're also not going to give up any goals that are just going to be gimmies. They're going to give everything they got to finish it. And I know in that state game, those last 2 goals that Annie scored, I mean, she was getting gassed, and she was not going to let her teammate Kate Kunkel not be there for her. And she knew that ball was going to come across, and she was going to give it everything you got, and she did. And that's where that talent comes from, is that they know each other very well, and they're not going to stop just because they're tired. They're going to give it until they can't give it anymore. And same with Macy. I mean, she's been the heart and soul in that midfield with her talent with winning headers, with her leadership. And she takes shots from a distance, but she also gets an attack on those corners and finishes them.
Well, and y'all are certainly, you know, that is what you want to get out of your senior leaders, and they certainly delivered for you guys. This is an offense that averaged more than 8 goals a game this year. I mean, that's staggering. What's the key to getting that kind of offensive output game in and game out?
It comes back to our practices. We do a lot of finishing and pressure drills from building up from our back, that our back line is solid with our attacking that goes into it. And with the way we structure practice, we do those drills, and we made sure that not just with those 3 seniors, Macy and Kate and Annie, but Maya Cosby jumps in on there, Taylor Sal jumps in on there, Mary Kate, Victoria. I mean, they all get in there, and we attack with speed, but we're patient with it. And my back line has been solid all year long, but they're the ones that are switching the ball left and right, waiting for those spots to open up. And when they do, they kind of feed that ball in to allow my attack to just go forward, because they've moved it so well and confused the rest of the team on where they're supposed to be to find those pockets. And then my forwards just take it from there.
And lastly, besides that high-powered offense, what else contributed to y'all's success this season?
I would say our chemistry, our unity across the field. I had a group of girls that come to me at the beginning of the year and say, okay, we know who graduated last year. We know where our holes are. So how are we going to fix it? And from the start of our preseason, would say back in August, we started working on defense. We started making sure that we weren't going to lose those 1v1 battles. We weren't going to get caught where the ball gets through and we have to go do a 1v1 chasing it down. And that started with our defense line, and that's where success came from, because if we have a strong defense line, we can build it through the midfield and we can build it up top, because I knew my seniors up top were going to finish it. I just wanted to make sure our defense was solid, and they were solid. And I'm excited from where we're going, because even though we're graduating 6, the talent that I have in the junior class, the talent that I have in the sophomore class. And even though I only had one freshman really playing this year, because one got hurt before season, one that was already hurt, they're coming back and they've got a taste and they got to see what this state championship is like, and they're going to jump on board. And I'm excited on who's going to be coming up from the incoming freshmen as well. So I think the success comes from the unity and them wanting to practice and them wanting to play and pushing each other, not letting their teammates get knocked down. They pull them right back up. And that's not just the seniors. That is the sophomores doing it for the freshmen doing it for the seniors when it comes tough on them. They're all there for each other and they play for each other.
Well, and I mean, you can make the argument you need the talent, but you need the chemistry too. And you've certainly got both of those on that team. And Coach, whatever it is that you're doing, keep it up. It's working great. That's Grapevine Faith Coach Cat Meyer. Coach, thanks again so much for coming on.
Thank you.